It's hard to understand if you're not living in it. It's like you're falling down a well and there's no place to grab a hold of.
Right now on Up with KREM, Moses Lake Hospital says they have already reached a crisis as COVID-19 cases continue to surge.
It's a bit foggy out there early on this morning. We're talking patchy fog, reduced visibility, and when the sun returns.
The Beck's Harvest House Fall Festival is underway. We're live in Green Bluff this morning learning about all of the family fall activities happening this year.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on this gorgeous Friday morning. I'm Channing Curtis. Thanks for watching Up with KREM. Now, starting things off, Idaho's Department of Health is facing a huge backlog on COVID-19 contact tracing. The state is behind on reviewing more than 11,000 positive COVID tests. The backlog not only limits the accuracy of reported COVID cases, but also limits the ability for contact tracing. Officials are saying it's due to staffing shortages.
There is a stigma against public health across much of Idaho, including our district, which makes it so that people don't want to work for public health simply because they don't want to have to face the harassment that public health workers are facing right now.
Harder to pinpoint where somebody may have been exposed and also who they may have exposed.
Health districts are asking people now to self-report if they test positive so that it can help speed up the contact tracing process. In the meantime, hospitals in Washington have not declared crisis standards of care like they have in Idaho, but doctors and nurses across Washington say they are absolutely in a crisis. In Moses Lake, Samaritan Healthcare is the only ICU for nearly 100 miles in any direction. The trauma director says over the last 4 months, the intensive care unit has been at or above capacity almost every day.
It's hard to understand if you're not living in it. It's like you're falling down a well and there's no place to grab a hold of. It's just chaos, yeah. Constant chaos, it feels like.
Less than 45% of the Grant County population is considered to be fully vaccinated, and many of the surrounding cities, or counties rather, are also lower than the state average. Now this week, a Moses Lake family watched their daughter fight for her life in the ICU. And what caused this brush with death? A rare after effect of COVID-19. Nicole Hernandez spoke to the family about just how scary the past few days have been for them.
Just outside Sacred Heart Hospital, Robbie Rowe calls his family.
Hi.
How's Harmony doing?
I'm getting her all cleaned up.
The Rowe family had COVID-19 a month and a half ago.
It ran through our house like a tornado. We all had COVID.
Everyone healed, totally back to normal, until Harmony spiked a fever.
Fevers kept going up, the rash kept getting worse, and then we eventually took her to her doctor.
That doctor sent her home, not realizing how serious the situation was.
Woke up in the morning, she had thrown up a few times, and her temperature was 105, so that's when we took her to the emergency room in Moses Lake,
where doctors loaded her on an ambulance and brought her here to the ICU at Sacred Heart. That's where doctors diagnosed Harmony with MIS-C.
I've never even heard of it.
Multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, a dangerous and rare after effect of COVID-19.
So after 2 days of being here, she wasn't getting any better. She was getting worse.
We're feeling really sick.
Robbie said it was a roller coaster of emotions.
It's very scary. I've never worried about my children dying, and she got pretty close.
It's been horrible. Absolutely horrible, and probably, I'd say, up there to the worst events of my life, seeing my child sick.
Now they want to warn other families of this danger. We talked to Dr. Michael Barsotti with Sacred Heart Children's Hospital about what to look out for.
A child who has a persistent fever that's not explainable, things like a rash, things like diarrhea or vomiting, lethargy or tiredness, bloodshot eyes is really one of the symptoms that show.
It happens typically 2 to 4 weeks after you've had COVID.
It's your body's response to the infection, then goes a little haywire and causes your antibodies to attack your own body.
While it's rare, the best way to prevent MIS-C is with the COVID vaccine, which the Rowe family says they will be getting now.
I was a real, COVID's just a flu. I've been completely humbled by this situation. I can truly say that I'll be getting vaccinated. Anything to help prevent any of my children being here again.
And she hopes other families do the same.
What are you excited to do when you get home?
Now, for more information on COVID-19 in Washington and in Idaho, all you have to do is text the word COVID to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link directly to your phone with all the information you need. All right, the time is now 6:34. Let's get a look at the forecast. Jeremy, as people are heading out the door, you're going to work, you're going to school today. Do you need a jacket with you?
I kind of left the jacket at home. It's a mild start to the day, but look at what's happening as we speak. The fog is creeping into downtown. This has happened over the past 10 minutes. I've been keeping a very close eye on it, moving from north, now working its way into Riverfront Park. We're giving you a ground view of Riverfront Park. Right now, the fog isn't taking over, but look at the pavilion right there. You can start to see it moving in. It is knocking on the door of Riverfront Park. It's kind of incredible the way this fog is moving in. We are going to keep a close eye on that, but we do have reduced visibility around the region. We sit at 50 now. That's the reason I left the coat at home this morning. But if you're in Moses Lake, you might want it 42 there. Elsewhere, it's temps in the mid to upper 40s. That includes Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene, where the fog has taken over. We are seeing the fog thick in Deer Park, visibility down to 1/4 mile. In Coeur d'Alene, you're at 1/2 mile. Similar story up in Hayden, up near Rathdrum as well. Even as you head up and over Lookout Pass, it is dense fog or a low-hanging stratus cloud. Fog, stratus cloud, they have a lot in common. And if you don't have fog, you likely have that low stratus cloud right above you. That will eventually kind of move out. We would say burn off. That's not technically correct, but it gets the job done. The fog burns off this morning as the sun comes up, and we get rid of some of that cloud cover overhead, and that allows us to warm up. By this afternoon, though, the trough that we're under, well, it does what troughs do, and it keeps us cool. Mid-60s later on today under mostly sunny skies. That's right, mostly sunny. And by this weekend, it's temps up near 70 both days. Ooh, it's going to be a fantastic October weekend.
The time is now 6:36. Time for your morning rush. More news in less time. Spokane police say they responded to 3 drive-by shootings yesterday. This brings the total number of drive-by shootings this week to 5. The first shooting happened Tuesday night near Gonzaga's campus, leaving 2 people injured. Now, they are expected to survive. The second shooting happened Wednesday afternoon near North Lincoln. 3 more shootings happened yesterday, one near Pittsburgh and Liberty, another near East Bridgeport and North Standard, and then the third happened near West Malin and North Cannon. Luckily, no one was hurt in these shootings, but police say that they believe the shootings yesterday were targeted with no ongoing threat to the public. Amazon is settling with 2 former tech workers. They accused the company of illegally firing them last year for speaking out against the company. The 2 workers pushed for better protections for warehouse workers from COVID-19, and they also wanted Amazon to do more to reduce its impact on climate change. Amazon will have to pay them lost wages, and they will also put up notices saying that the company cannot fire workers for organizing and exercising their rights. Well, happening this weekend is the Lilac City Comic-Con. This year's headliner is none other than Napoleon Dynamite himself. The event starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. and it runs through Sunday until 4 p.m. That's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. It is October 1st, and we are talking all things fall this morning. This is a live look at Green Bluff, and if you're looking for fall activities, Beck's Harvest House is the place to go. Top Beck is joining us live this morning to talk about this year's Fall Harvest Festival.
And we're going to take you outside, talk what's going on in the world of fog. Well, fog is moving in here in Spokane. It's dense off to the north, dense off to our east. I'll let you know what's happening with the fog and when you can expect it to leave.